Hello and good evening. I've had quite a couple of questions over the last few days on how I paint my Necron Immortals. I posted them online a day or so ago, and I was going to just run a quick video through. Unfortunately, I'm out of Immortals, so I'm not going to paint one of those. I'm going to instead paint a Cryptek. These have been built, fully completed, and sprayed with GW's Ironbreaker Spray. And I'm going to use the following colours just to polish them up. Need some Brass Scorpion, some Warplock Bronze, some, when I find it, there we go, Necron Compound. Washes are Nuln Oil, Agrax Earthshade. That's kind of covers the main metallic bits of the body. And then for the blue, I'm going to be using GW's Kantor Blue, some, there is GW Lothern Blue, and Ulthuan Grey, and finally some Guiliman Glaze. I've got airbrush versions of both those. What essentially we're going to do is pick out some metallic bits first of all. So Necrons are predominantly metal. I wanted a fairly fast colour scheme for these guys. I'll go back to this guy for now. So what we've done on this guy is we've painted a number of areas, mainly the back of the gun here, inside skeleton bits, around his neck, around the body here, and the spine in Warplock Bronze, and the shoulder pads have been done in Brass Scorpion. Whole mold gets a wash. After that, we'll detail out, block out a couple of dark blue colours. We want them around the energy cells, around any pipes and stuff, and then give it a bit of an airbrush and finish after that. So I'll be back in a moment, ready to paint. So here is our Cryptek. What I'm going to be doing this guy is starting with Warplock Bronze. I'm going to pick out some details, so probably this area here, his underskeleton, knees, shins here, there's a little bit of cabling here, probably his cloak, head of his weapon, this long spine that goes all the way down to the back here, and I'll probably pick out some of the little bits on his little beetly thing he has with him, these bits around the front claws, maybe the teeth, the mandible bits. I'll probably leave that metal because that bit there is obviously going to be blue. Oh, I can't see, sorry. This little ball in the middle is going to be blue. So I'll leave that all this area around here metal because that'll be nice and easy-ish to airbrush in. Bits will be gold. I'm most likely going to do his shoulder pads here gold. I think I'll probably do at least half his back, if not all of his back piece gold. These columns here, maybe the chin piece as well. Obviously the eye will be blue, the gem here will be blue, the gem down there will be blue, gem at the front here will be blue, this will be blue, this one here will be blue, and these will be blue, these big ones here. So I'm just going to start off with Warplock Bronze, give it a shake, and we are off. So because this is mainly metallics and we're going to be doing lots of washes on it, you don't have to be massively neat, you have to broaden that area, but don't worry too much if you splash over a little bit. What I've found is actually you don't see a huge amount of this colour when it's done, between the washes and the Necron Compound dry brush we do afterwards. It is going to mask it, so if you take a look at this guy here nice and close up, you can just about see the colour difference here and here. All it is to break up the silver a little bit, give it a little bit. You can just about see it around the joints here and ankles down here. If you can get that in the lights, there you go. It's just a slightly darker colour. It's not there to be a completely different colour, it's just there to break up some of the lines a little bit. So if you splash over a little bit, don't worry too much. Obviously there's going to be a brown and a black wash, followed by a dry brush of Necron Compound over the end of it. So I'm just going to paint this, so I'll probably fast forward at this point, speed through all the base coat and show you what it looks like at the end. So I won't be a minute. So we've done all the cloak bits here, all his underskeleton, so his knees, his shins, his arms, elbows, forearms, all been done in Warplock Bronze. I picked out a low bit of his staff because that'll match the Lord and. Oh, actually, I think I did. Let me have a look at the Lord. Oh, I think I did the Lord in. Lord was gold on the staff. I might change that in a minute. Apologies for all the camera. Started a Lord the other night. Yeah, it looks like I've done the staff gold, so I might switch that out on the Cryptek in a minute. I'll see how much when I start putting some gold on him, some brass on him rather, what it looks like. Done all the pipes and stuff like that. So that's the first colour. I'm going to switch over now to some brass scorpion. So my fairly new paint, I bought this the other day because I was looking for a particular colour for these guys. On my Immortals, the only bits I've done this are the shoulders and the little chest symbol, which you can just about see in there. That's the only two areas that had the brass on them. So I'll do much the same. So I'll start with the shoulders. Get the shoulders done. Let me get this under the light a bit better. Get the shoulders done, and then we'll start to pick out some of the more interesting details of this guy. So be careful here because the shoulders come right down here. That's all the base painting. That is literally it. Really, really simple. Keep it with metallics. Mix up your metallics a bit. Gives just a bit of a different effect, and means it's not just all one colour. Rightio, we are back. I'm now going to give this guy a good old wash with Nuln Oil all over everything we painted. Get it nice in the cracks, get some shadows and shading in there. So let's pop open. Nuln Oil I found can be occasionally a little bit greasy, a bit oily. Come out a little bit shiny sometimes. So I found if you give it a good wash, a good shake, then that generally seems to sort it out. I'm literally nice fat brush. Just going to slap on Nuln Oil all over and making sure it goes in all the cracks and crevices, quick as I can. And then we are going to leave this guy to dry. You can see already it's starting to dry nicely. So I'll give that 20 minutes or so, and I'll be back to do the next wash, and then we'll do a dry brush when that's dry. It may well slip into tomorrow night now. Now back again, the black has dried all over this, and we're going to add the best colour in the world, Agrax Earthshade. Oh, second best after Nuln Oil. So again, absolutely all over the model. We're not going to skin it on this at all. We're going to cover the model in Agrax Earthshade really nice and quickly, all over all the parts we just painted. And this should help to bring out the colours a little bit and give a slightly grimy feel to the silvery metals. So I'll just get this done nice and quickly. Right, and there we go. That's this guy covered in Agrax Earthshade now. So we shall wait for that to dry, and then we will run a dry brush of Necron compound over him. Okay, we're back, and it's on to the final step of the metallics for the Necron Cryptek. For this, we're using GW's Necron compound. Mine's gone a little bit gloopier than normal, so I'll see what I can do here. You really don't need a lot on this. You want to get as much off your brush as possible. So find a piece of paper, rub that brush loads, get all the pigment off you can. That's probably still too much. I'll have a quick test on his back somewhere. And we're essentially just going to rub it against all the edges, just picking up those edges just gently. You can see it there, all the way around this model, nice and quickly. So essentially we want to get all of the kind of energy gems, stuff like that. That's just nice and neatly, just block them out really quickly. I find this is better than just trying to airbrush straight on, because it makes sure you get the blue in exactly the right position first. And then we'll splatter around a little bit with the airbrush, just to give it a bit of a vibe all around it. Probably the hardest bit. Just try to make sure it's nice and smooth. away. So essentially, on these guys, gems, I'm probably going to do that as a gem in the centre there. There's another one down here. The one's on his back. There's not actually that many on the Cryptek. If you look at the Immortal, obviously the main bit was done around the gun here, pipes here and the pipes there. And then we've airbrushed, we've caught the arm, the hand here, the underside of the arm down there. So that'll get picked up when we airbrush. For now, this guy, this nice big one on his back here. Don't worry too much if a little bit of the metallic is showing through, because we're going to airbrush over it again in a minute. It will get in a minute, probably tomorrow night now. It will cover up any of that and just neaten it up a second time. So that to me is looking about right. I'm not going to bother doing the one underneath him. If anyone picks my models up and looks underneath, tough. But for now, that's where we're going to take this guy. Hi, we're back again. This time it's time for a bit of airbrushing. The Cryptek's nice and dry, so I'm going to airbrush a little bit of Kantor Blue just around the areas, around the bits we painted last night. I'm using Iwater Revolution, something or other. Got the other year. Hoping it's not too loud. Should be alright. So apologies if the generator is a little loud. I don't have a tank on mine, so it does kick off quite a lot. But literally, if I can get this in the light, all I'm going to do is a little bit there. Just around it. So the big ones I want to do is up this leg. So as I spray the inside of this blue, I'll try and get this side as well a little bit. Just hit it all around a little bit. So as this light, this in a bit here is blue. I want to get some of the blue up this leg as a reflection for a bit of the OSL. So I'm just going to try and light a bit of dry brush if I can. A hint of the blue glow there, and I'll probably do a little bit of the staff here as well. On the back, just you can hopefully see that you've now just got a little blue glow around all the energy areas. From here, we're going to do the centre of the thing and then do a quick ring around the edge just to highlight it. So, see how thin this is coming out. Dry a second. Still got some water inside it from when I cleaned it out, and possibly some of the airbrush thinner. Just try that up a little bit. Have another go at that. Go. So let's see the glow effect appearing now. Oh, doing an absolute dog this is. We'll dry it off again now. Try again. Just the colour up of it. That was a bit bright. Be fine. I'm a bit more worried about this eye because the eye is very, very small. And this one, not quite as small as the one. Just clean it out the side again. Take some of the water out. See if that helps at all. Pretty much perfect. Sorry, I keep leaving myself out of this. I've just made a massive mistake in there. You can't quite see it. Known by his cloak. fix that with a wash later. But yeah, you start seeing the effect. We've got starting to get a nice glow effect around there. Right, I'm back. So I'm just going to drop some Ulthuan Grey in here. Not really enough. And I am going to put a little dab of Lothern Blue in, just to make this a little bluer. Don't want it to be totally grey. So probably only just that sort of much. It looks like quite a lot actually. Fine, it'll just give this a little bit of a blue colour. Actually quite odd. That's the sort of thickness you have it. Go back to Cryptek. So same as before, we're going to do here. Oh dear. Airbrush is being a bit of a pain in the ass tonight. I just stuffed that up royally. Come on. Perfect on one side, absolute pain in the backside on the other. Not sure what's up with it tonight. One of the things on my New Year's list is a better compressor. This was a really cheap one from when I first got an airbrush a couple of years back. There we go, that's okay. The airbrushing is now dried properly, so we're back for the final bit of the tutorial, and that, as I mentioned before, is the Guiliman Glaze. Guiliman Glaze. Oh, shake. So we are literally going to slap this on right over where we just painted. Get a nice blue glow. And around the edges, we're just going to ease it out. I think I'm just going to grab one of my, as before, yeah, you can see this time I've gone a little bit too light possibly on there. I was going to hit the very centre of these guys, so I need to do a little bit of work to bring the blue back in. But that's the joy of glazes. Do a couple of coats and we'll get fairly rapidly back to a more blue colour. Thankfully, because they're nice thin coats as well, they go on pretty quickly. And dry quickly enough. There we go. Let's get the flag done again. And more blue around here. And more blue on his eye. I think we're starting to get there now. You can start seeing that effect. There he is. So I'll get a couple of coats done here. Sometimes a bit of a pain to tell how an effect's going to work on different surfaces. In this guy's case, obviously, I was just spraying literally a line down each time, getting thinner and thinner, and then a little bit on the end here, a little bit around here. This guy's much more complicated, with kind of round gem style spraying and odd shapes like the lozenge shape there. But I think it's worked alright. It's certainly quick. So basically in the last 2 nights I've painted 2 Crypteks, an Overlord and a Annihilation badge. So can't complain too much. There's a little bit of basing work to do. I need to find a base for the Annihilation badge. I'm not quite sure where I've put that. Hoping it's in my box of useful stuff that's nearby. Or I can figure out what base size it was supposed to be on. There's another one around here. Try to keep it smooth and light at the top. That's starting to get to the kind of blue I want now. Probably needs a little bit of time to dry that extra layer. These bits here hit the sides most heavily. Try and avoid the middle. Let's just come up anyway. Hey ho. But yeah, that's it. So onto the base. The basing's done pretty simply. I'm going to switch to a knackered brush now. That one there. I'm using 2 products. I'm using a Guerlain Earth and one that's got some in. Sterling Mud, my favourite go-to basing materials. They need a good shake. Better one than that. So upside down, I'm getting a bit thin on the ground on these as well. From the other pot of the Guerlain Earth. Sounding better. Oh, that's quite a thin one, this one. I forgot about that. So the Guerlain Earth goes on first. We're going to slap a load on his base on this side here. Right up to there. Keep piling this stuff on. Pile it thick. That should probably do it. I'll just push it back there because there's no paint to do otherwise. We should get some nice thick cracking from this. It's pretty thick. And finally, still in mud, which I don't appear to have any left of. Come on. It's looking a bit thin. Let's stick the brush on some down the bottom there. That's why I use a nice old brush, because I don't care if I ruin it. There's not a huge amount of this left, but you get the idea. Just going to slap it on all around. Let's do that in frame. We're just going to slap it on all the way around down here, right up to the Guerlain Earth. Just pushing it into these rocks here. I have a pretty standard method of doing base colours these days. Most of my boards are based off kind of an Agrax Earthshade colour. Jungle has more plants on it, desert one's more cracked, less foliage, that sort of stuff. So what I'm going to do with these These are going on my desert base broadly. So I get this down, I'm going to let it dry overnight, and then I'm going to give it a coat of Agrax Earthshade. Guys, right pain in the middle to baste. Get the brush right down here. There we go. Yep, give it a good cover of Agrax Earthshade all over. Steel Legion Drab, sorry. Then a wash of Agrax Earthshade, and then Steel Legion Drab, and then whatever the khaki colour's called. And it's dry. And you can see from the base, it's just a dry brush that over that, and then I get a few tufts and stick them on. And then edge them in dried bark. But that's it from me. That's a tutorial on how to make glowy bits on Necrons. And paint a really, really quite quick metallic theme to them.